Hey guys, it is Fox, and you can tell this is an EDH video because look at the expensive dreidel mat. Yes, I posted a poll on Twitter yesterday asking what you guys wanted to see. Some updates on some older decks or a new deck that I was working on for a while. And you guys chose a new deck, and that deck is Bart and Lisa Simpson. And they found the Necronomicon. Gisa Geralf. Yeah, I've been playing around with this deck for about a month now. It's gotten some small testing in. I work a lot, so I don't have a lot of time to play EDH that much. But I've tried to get this deck in as much testing as possible, and it's pretty fun. It is still a huge work in progress. All my decks are, but this one more so. So this one I am actually asking for tips and help on. I don't know Reanimator and Zombies that much, so whatever I got in here is kind of just cobbled together from, you know, different ideas that I looked up and got from other people, and you get the point. So Gisa Geralf, what do they do? Well, when they come into play, you mill the top 4 cards of your library. Yay! And you can cast a zombie from your grave for every turn. Once a turn. So that's pretty good. They cost 4 for 4. They passed the vanilla test, and there's 2 people on it. And it's Bart and Lisa Simpson. And he's got an eye patch, and she's got a fucking Star Trek head ridges. Anyway, so we're gonna get on with it. Start off with the land pack. Again, I am asking for help. This deck is on tapped out. It's been on tapped out for a while. By the way, if you don't know, I have a tapped out account where I post a lot of my deck lists. So that'll be in the description. You can go check that out. This list has been up for a while. I'm probably going to update it when I post this video. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 islands. And 10 swamps, I believe. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yep. 10 swamps, 9 islands. Alright, some dual lands. Polluted Delta. I only play on color fetches. Why? I just like the symmetry. Watery Grave, Sunken Hollow, Drowned Catacomb, Command Tower counts as a dual land. Sunken Ruins, Dark Slick Shores, Underground River, Dark Water Catacombs, and that's it for dual lands. I don't really spend that much time on lands. Honestly, to me, you can kind of play whatever lands pack you want. It's subjective. Some utility lands. Temple of the False God, Rogue's Passage. Again, I play this in every deck. Westvale Abbey, because I do get a lot of zombie tokens out very often, and I can turn this thing into Ormenthal, or Orthal. What the fuck's his name? Orman. He is Orman. Alright. Reliquary Tower, Cabal Coffers with Urborg, because combo. Urborg. Bajuka Bog, in case I want to screw myself. Usually not, though. And Halmar Depths to kind of, you know, rearrange the top 3 cards. See if it's worth it to cast Gisa Geralf. Let's go on. We'll start off with creatures, because creatures are pretty important. So, first, the zombie tribal, yet the first thing you see is this incarnation. It's not even a zombie. Wonder, because when I mill this guy, all my zombies have flying. Flying zombies! You think The Walking Dead is scary? Imagine a zombie that flies. You're fucked. Consuming Aberration, also not a zombie, but he gets huge. It also gets a lot of power and toughness. Giggity. Pontiff of Blight. You may give everything Extort. I started for a little bit. Give everything Extort, which is pretty good. Another kind of way to win. And yes, I can play that because there's some weird rule where this is in the explanation text. It's not technically in the flavor, or it's not technically in the actual text of the card. I don't know. I can play it. Diagraph Captain, give everything +1/+1, and whenever a zombie dies, I can make someone lose a life. Vengeful Dead, same thing, but everyone loses a life. Relentless Dead, because it's cool, and it's kind of just reoccurring. Corpse Connoisseur to kind of put something I want in my grave, usually Wonder. Lich Lord of Ooks to make a 1/1 and also to kind of make somebody lose a lot of life. This has won me a game, so I'm going to keep playing him. Blackcleave Goblin, something I probably can take out. Infect's not a huge part of this deck, surprisingly. But it's kind of neat every now and then, especially if I can pump him some kind of weird way. Phyrexian Delver to get some reanimation going. Grey Merchant Asphodel, because it's a zombie, and oh my god, that effect. Newscraft Mob, something I really like. I can usually reanimate this guy with Gisa Geralf and just kind of keep making zombies and zombies and zombies, and everyone cries or kills it. Grim Grin Corpseborn, I have yet to use this guy, so I don't know his potential power, but from what I heard, he's cool. Prize Amalgam, this was Talarian's spoiler card for Eldritch Moon. That's irrelevant, I just wanted to point that out. Also, Geralf's in it. It's really good. Whenever something comes back from my grave, he also comes back for free. Corpse Augur to kind of just draw some cards. Possessed Scab, it is the zombie version of, what the fuck's its name? The blue girl who gets an instant or sorcery back. It gets an instant or sorcery back from your grave. Why can't I, Oromancer? No. Whatever. You know the one I'm talking about. Carrion Feeder, it's a sack outlet, and a really, really good sack outlet, too. This thing has gotten to like 24 counters before, so I'm going to keep playing it. Body double, also technically not a zombie, but also technically a zombie. It's not a changeling, but it is a shapeshifter. It comes in as a copy set in my grave, and then I can do some shenanigans. Raving Dead, something I'm testing, but I really like this. This is a possible card that can come out, but when it hits somebody, their life goes in half. Flashback Marauder, make everyone sack. Vengeful Pharaoh, another kind of goof card. They can probably come out, but it's a pretty good placeholder right now. When it's in my grave, if something hits me, that creature is just auto-destroyed. Having Lich, I don't know why I stopped there. Having Lich, essentially the same thing where I can just kind of get instant sorcery effect back from my grave. Never mind. Whenever I cast a creature card from my grave, I don't know what all these cards do, guys. I'm stupid. Shepherd Rot, you guys might have saw the old video where I played Illegal Commander with 3 of my friends, where I had Jace and him as my commander. It's like a Star City thing they did. And yeah, I really like this guy. Each player loses a life for each zombie in play. So if I have a ton of zombies, everyone loses life. Haha, even me. Nightscape Familiar, because blue spells cost 1 less. Sidisi Undead Vizier, Zombie Tutor. And Gravecrawler, because it just doesn't stop coming back until you exile it. So it's kind of like, you kind of like have to crush it into pieces and then burn the pieces and then seal them away in an urn, and even then it just kind of comes back. Alright, moving on. Let's go with instances, because they're pretty easy to get through. Ancient Excavation. Draw cards equal to number of cards in your hand, then discard a card for each card drawn this way. And you can also basic land cycle it if you need to. I think this is a new card. I don't think this is a reprint, and it's a really, really great card. Basically, you draw into your hand, you ditch any zombies that you can just cast from your grave, and if you don't need it, you can get a basic land. It works. Factor Fiction, because Factor Fiction. Counterspell, Sun Spoiling to fuck somebody's combat strategy up. Psych Rift, because it's a blue deck. Counterspell, because Counterspell. Undermine, because Counterspell. Blue Sun Zenith to draw cards. Curtain's Call, which I love. Destroy 2 target creatures. I probably need an exile creature spell. I don't have a lot of removal in here. Maybe remove from existence. But it costs 1 less for each opponent. Undaunted. And destroy 2 creatures at instant speed. Plus, I love the art. It's basically, I think, a Rakdos guy just like tossing a blade at 2 random people. It's like fucked up. Foul Renewal, another really pretty good removal spell and reanimator spell, sort of. It goes to your hand. But it's, you know, it's effective when you need to kill something really quick. Hinder, because Counterspell, and Brainstorm, because draw cards. See? Instances. In blue, they're pretty evident. Just Counterspell or draw. Simple. Sorceries. Don't have them all in my hand. Tutor. Reanimator, and also make everyone mill 2. Plus I can get a creature from anyone's grave. Reanimator. Crux of Fate, because I don't have Damnation, and sometimes I just like leaving dragons up because giggles. Decree of Pain, because I need a Wrath. Exsanguinate as kind of another way to win. Exsanguinate everybody. I've done this before. Exsanguinate everybody for like 20. Leave them all at pretty low, and then kill them with zombies. Preordain, because draw. Treasure Cruise, because it's a boat. Curse of Swine has a very funny goof removal. Again, looking for better removal, but until then, you're getting a pig. Ingarrick's Weight, a really good removal spell, despite Wrath spell, despite the fact that it costs friggin' 9. Tutor. Pokeball Tutor, actually, Ponder. Ponder, it's really good. Buried Alive to get shit in my grave that I kind of want to reanimate. And Army of the Damned, because I really want 13 2/2 zombies. This is how I got the Carrion Feeder really big. I basically casted this, got my zombies. They come and tap, but I sacked them all and put 13 counters on the guy. He was up to like 24, and then I swung for lethal. It's effective. It is very effective. Plus the flashback gives you 13 more. So, you know, zombos. We're almost done. I got some smaller stuff here. So some enchantments, Rooftop Storm to make the zombies cost 0, not less, 0. Which I'm pretty sure, this is how I've done it, and it's explained to me that it works this way, but you can cast stuff from the grave with these guys for free. And I believe that is how it works. If it's not, let me know, and I've been playing illegal, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Rooftop Storm, it's good. Phyrexian Arena for draw, Animate Dead for Reanimator, and Graph Harvest. Menace is actually really important in this kind of a deck because it kind of screws with people's combat strategy. The fact that they have to block with 2 or more creatures really makes them rethink either blocking or attacking you, or attacking in general. So this card kind of screws with people. The fact that it puts a 2/2 zombie into play is kind of irrelevant. It is that menace. I have found that is very effective in certain situations. Skull Clamp, because my zombies die a lot and I want to draw cards off them. Lightning Grabs to give stuff haste. Soul Ring, because this is EDH. Ashnod's Altar as a... There's really no big need to sack in this deck with the exception of Carrying Feeder, but to get the mana and use it's pretty good. We'll get back to Coat of Arms. Scroll Rack, I really very often need to kind of know what the top 4 cards is to kind of play strategically, so Scroll Rack really helps with Gisa Geralf. And Coat of Arms, because I'm a scumbag. So Coat of Arms... what it does is each creature gets +1/+1 for each other creature on the battlefield that shares a creature type with them. So if I have 20 zombies, each creature's getting +19/+19. The thing is, this works with everyone. So I played this deck against it was some tribal deck. Might have been Goblins. Yeah, actually, you know what it was, Goblins. And I screwed myself because I did not read that this actually works for everybody. So my friend had 200 Goblins. He also had a Coat of Arms. And I had my Coat of Arms. Everything got +399, +399. The shit that happens in EDH is stupid. I think it was +3. It could have been more, but whatever. Yeah, so Coat of Arms is a real scum card to play in this deck. But it is one of the very few win conditions that this deck has. As you can see, it is a very big deck in progress, or work in progress. And I'm kind of unsure where to go with it. I know how to win and what it can do to win. But other than that, it's kind of just up in the air. So let me know what you guys think. Any suggestions are welcomed in the comments. The list is on Tapped Out if you want to go leave a comment there, or upvote or downvote or whatever the fuck is up with that site. It's confusing. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you in more videos. The sun's coming up. Till then, bye. I'm not going to hit the camera. Gisa Geralf. Bye.